A warm welcome to Jesper Hall.
Early on choke. Should I be here? So, hello everyone. My name is Jesper Bergmark Hall, and I am the chairman of ECU Education. And ECU Education is like the spider in the net for chess in schools in Europe. What I want to do with this presentation is to try to give you a new perspective on our game, a perspective on how chess can actually contribute to the development of our society. For me, this new perspective started 25 years ago. I was some kind of semi-professional chess player. I was the runner-up from the Swedish championship. And one day, a small kid came up to me and he asked me, what do I do to become good in chess? And I was just about to give him these common answers that you should practice, you should read books, you should have a trainer, you should play as much as you can, when I had a déjà vu, when I was a child. Because when I was 6 years old, I learned how to play, and I entered this magic world of this game. And since then, I have not left it. And I wanted to know, what does the Swedish Chess Federation do to support these kind of kids? What does the structure look like from the foundation, the chess culture, and all these steps that you take towards the elite? Because I did not really get any help when I was a child, and now I wanted to know if something had changed. I called the federation, and they said, well, we do not really have a strategy, but maybe you can make one. And from that moment, my life changed. And I got devoted to the challenge on how do you teach chess in the best way, on different levels, with different goals and in different contexts. And since then, that is what I've been working with. I started at the very top. I trained the junior national teams of Norway and Sweden. I trained the talents to become grandmasters, international masters, and so on. But after a couple of years, something was growing inside of me that, did I really contribute to our society? I had one problem with these talents that I was training, and that was that all of them had high grades in schools. And this is, of course, a paradox, because that is good. But did I really support them to get a better life? Because if they started to go to universities, made academic studies, they would have splendid jobs, and I can see a lot of them having that today. Then a thought came to mind. Was it because they played chess that they that they were so clever, that they had so easy going in schools? Or was it because the other way around? And then this game changer came to me, this new perspective that I want to give to you. And that is, instead of looking for the talents, I wanted to look for those children struggling. Those children where logic, mathematics, and this kind of thinking is not so easy. Because if I can open up this door for this magical world that chess is, and I can give them the confidence that they are smart, they are clever, they can also think, then we have really contributed with something to our society. And since then, since 2008, this is something I have been trying to do, to give teachers new tools so they can support these struggling kids, so we, with our game, can actually contribute to the development of our society. Now, I want to give you a little bit of an overview of what we do in ECU Education. First of all, it's very important to make a definition, the difference between chess training and chess in education. And chess training is about teaching the children the skills to become good in chess. Chess in education, we don't care if the children become good in chess. What we care about is the social and intellectual development of the kids. These skills they will need in life. ECU Education has got two important steps. First of all, 2012, the European Parliament made a declaration where they said that chess should be a part of the educational systems of the countries of Europe. This has really opened up the doors for us, because that means that we are regarded as an educational tool and not only a game. In 2014, there was like a growing need for a new commission that could take care of these questions on how chess can be used for educational purposes and how can we develop methods and models to make chess developing social and intellectual skills. And I became the chairman 2014. The first thing I realized was that all over Europe, they were growing this idea that chess can actually contribute, but there were no overview. So we really needed a survey on what it looks like in Europe. And this one we presented in 2016, and I will come back to that very soon. In 2021, I have been the project manager for a new project to find out a survey for the world. And some of the results from that one is that today 25 million kids has got chess in schools every week all over the world, about 5.5 million in Europe. There are 61% instructors. That means chess players, chess trainers, chess instructors coming from outside to the schools to give lessons, and about 39% regular teachers giving chess lessons inside their subjects. When it comes to what it looks like in Europe of chess in schools, you can see that there are high activities in almost all countries of Europe. And also you should know that continuously we need to update our material because it's so much happening. Of course, the pandemic has made a little bit of a pause, but we are almost already on the same level as we was before the pandemic started. So, in this European survey that we made 2016, what kind of conclusions could we draw from that one? First of all, chess in schools is a growing movement, a rapidly growing movement. But there is a huge diversity in how chess in schools is implemented, how they use chess in the schools, depending on, of course, the goals with the teaching, of course, the context of what it looks like when it comes to teaching style, when it comes to the culture of chess, and so on. So I call chess in schools in Europe today for a wild bunch of flowers. So many good initiatives, but growing a little bit in different directions. But there are some things that are in common for all of those working with chess in schools. First of all, we need to be regarded as a pedagogical tool, not only a game. If we can achieve that, then new doors will open and we will have a fantastic chance to let our game really influence and make our society better. There is also a need for new didactic skills with these new targets that we have, because we have hundreds of years of experiences in how we train children to become good in chess. But now we have different goals, and how do we do that in the best way? And this is what I want to find out. So, what we try to do in ECU education is to take the teaching to a new level. We want to take it to a new standard so that we can guarantee that all the countries going for chess in schools will have a high level of the education. What about the future? What do we try to do now? First of all, we need to be regarded as this educational tool. That's step number one. Beside that, we need new standards for how to teach, because also we want to have research on what we do to really prove how good the things that we do are. Then we need good methods, because otherwise the results will not be in line with what we hope. Then we need to broaden our field. We are not working with chess training. We are working with brain training. So I want to see new connections with new organizations trying to support kids. Then we need to have different methods for after schools activities. We want to have schools that want to have chess as a profile in their didactics. Also, we want to take chess to academic level. We need to be established around the universities. We need researchers to support us in all different ways. Finally, something that Leoncio and I have been speaking about a lot. We need to tell the world how good we are. I meet so many teachers, meet so many great projects around Europe and the world now, and I can see how they affect the children and our society, and we need to tell the world that. Also, we need to tell the chess world the same. We need to get this understanding of the difference between chess training, looking for talents, and chess in schools with a completely new perspective, trying to support those children struggling with thinking, and the goal we have, open up the magical world of thinking for them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jesper. As usual, your lecture is very high quality.
Thank you.
Now, we all know, it's very well known, better say, that you are paying special attention with children and adults as well with special needs. We also know that this branch of educational chess is working well in the whole world. So it is not just a nice sentence to say that chess is a universal language and universal educational tool.
No, this is actually true. In all the surveys that we have done so far, we can see that from a teacher's point of view, the greatest thing with chess is that everyone can participate. The most fantastic thing with chess is that it crosses all borders. Doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl, your age, or if you have some problems with your working memory, because that's what you have when you have ADHD, autism, and this kind of mental problems. So chess can really open up the world for these kids. And also this type of kids, they normally have problem with social interaction. But we have seen that chess can actually be a perfect tool for them. Strict rules, perfect distance in a way, but still a good communication. So I really believe that one important branch for chess is to go in this direction.
And now the million-dollar question, communication.
Yes.
Which I'm afraid is the biggest challenge we have in educational chess.
Yes.
We have to admit that probably more than 90% of human beings have no idea about what educational chess is. What should we do? Because this includes the chess world as well.
Yes, and you should know, Leoncio and I, we have spoken about this every week for 1 year time now, and still you are asking me this question. And yes, first of all, I believe that all the internal part needs to understand what we're talking about. The chess players, the chess ambassadors, the chess interested. If they understand the difference, they can be our ambassadors and they can spread these words. I think that's step number one. Then, of course, we need to move out of our comfort zone. We need to go to the ministers. We need to go to the politicians. We need to go to the principals, teachers, and we need to convince them and show them what we have got. But it's not an easy work. It's a hard work, but I know that both you and I are ready to do it.
Jesper, listening to you is, as usual, very instructive and a big pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.